single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way. Every single day.
What's up, guys? Once again, it's your girl Jane Slash the Kid. What's up, guys? Today I was coming to you guys today with a story time, and what made me want to do this video is I have been seeing a lot of young girls that are going through teenage pregnancies, which I can't speak on this topic because I myself was one of those girls that got pregnant at the age of 16. Now, that experience for me was like the worst thing that I could ever go through. And the reason why I'm making this video is because sometimes a lot of teens don't like to get, talk to their parents about what they're going through or even the topic of sex. You know what I'm saying? And I was one of those kids. Even though my mom, she will always leave the door open for me to come and talk to her and stuff like that. But a lot of times I just didn't feel comfortable talking to her because she would go. Not saying telling my business, it was like that she would ask other people for advice on what she should do or how she should handle the situation with me. But anyways, me being pregnant at the age of 16 was like so, let me see, how can I say this? It was like, I don't know, like the worstest thing that a teenager can ever go through, because at the end of the day, you're still a kid yourself, you're growing, and you're trying to find your way in life, basically. Because when I was 16, well, basically since I was in the 4th grade, I've always been a person that stayed in sports and activities and stuff like that. I played basketball, I was a cheerleader, I ran track, I played volleyball, I was a Girl Scout, I played baseball in the summertime. I was always into sports and everything as a kid when I was coming up. So for me to go through that part where me being pregnant at 16 with my son, don't get me wrong, it's not that, I love my son. He's a blessing, he was a gift from God and everything. But I'm making this video because maybe I could reach out to some young teenager that's probably going through the same thing that I went through, where you're afraid to tell someone or whatever. And see, my thing was this: when it came down to sex or whatever, my mom always left that door open. She was like, if you feel like you're going to do anything, come let me know this and this and that, we will do it. Me being the person that I am, I ain't doing that. Which I wasn't doing it, to be honest with you. The first guy I messed with is my son's father, and it was like a bad experience for me because, he's 16, I'm 16, and then he's going around, denying my child and all that stuff. It was like a real bad experience, But even though I had the support of my mom, I had the support of his mom. He was not there, period. He want to have nothing to do with the whole pregnancy thing, none of that. Talking about he had his life to live, which I had my life to live too. I had goals in life and everything, and stuff like that. But the reason why I'm making this video, because if you feel like, if you're a teenager, and if you feel like you're gonna go out and have sex and stuff like that, like my mom said, always have your own protection. Never depends on the boy protection, which that was something that I was relying on. We used the condom and everything. It wasn't a planned pregnancy. The condom broke, bam, boom, I got a baby. But anyways, to make a long story short, it was really rough for me. I couldn't go to parties anymore. I couldn't do a lot of things that I was doing, that I was doing. Being in my basketball, I love basketball. That was my thing. Basketball and running track, that was my thing. And which was my plan, was when I graduated, I was gonna go to the military. That was my plan. But unfortunately it didn't work out that way, But at the end of the day, I'm still happy, I love my kids to the fullest, and they love me back. But this video is basically for like some of the young girls that camera died. But like I was saying, some of the young girls that's being pressured into having sex, if you're not ready, you're just not ready. The advice that I give you is just not to do it. You do it when you're ready. Don't get pressured into something that you don't want to do just because your boyfriend wants you to do it. No, don't do it. I advise you not to do it because that's the only reason why I did it. Because I was being so much pressured into it, this and this and that. And I wasn't that type of, girl. I was like, I wasn't into sex. I was into sports, all type of stuff. And, hey, I seen this girl and she was pregnant. It looked like she was so depressed. And I mean, once you get in that depression state, because I did go through that, I wouldn't sit at the table and have dinner with my family and stuff like that. I would come home, go in my room, do my homework. I would eat in my room. My mom understood and everything because of the way that how he was treating me. And I'm like, okay, he had like my life, like my life ain't over. It's not over, but I know I'm not gonna be able to do the things that I was doing because when I get out of school, I have to get home. I gotta get my baby. I have to make sure he's okay. I have to make sure he's taken care of and stuff like that. I have to get me. Well, at the time I was 16, my mom, I had to give me a summer job to help my mom out and his mom. And she was real supportive with me. She was there when I had him. She was there through the whole thing. And yeah. It's not, being pregnant at 16 is not a really good feeling for a young girl. So I just want to give you guys some advice as to if you feel like you want to do something like that, or you think like, okay, where he wants to do this, he wants to do that. Don't do it because he want to do it. And then if you do like decide to do something like that, protect yourself. There's all type of, options out there that you can go out there and do and get for yourself. Don't always rely on, the man's protection, which is the condom. Don't always rely on their protection. Always protect yourself, because when their protection fails, you're protected yourself. And that way, okay, so geez, I'm protected. But that's what my mistake was. My mom used to always tell me, if you feel like you're gonna slip up and do something or whatever, let me know. I can take you and put you on a pill or something. But telling your mom something like that, I know a lot of teenagers don't do that. That's why I want to have that open door relationship with my daughters, so that they are able to tell me any and everything. And I tell them, I don't care if it's good or if it's bad, whatever the case may be, please tell me. And we could work through it. Even though I'm going to talk about you, I'm not talking about you. I'm going to talk and give you some advice or whatever. But if I feel like you're going to slip up, or you're going to try to experiment or try to do something or whatever, I'm going to try to help my child. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to try to keep that door. The thing is to keep that open relationship with your parents, where you're able to talk to them about any and everything. I don't care if it's good, bad, or whatever. Be able to sit down and have that one-on-one conversation with your parents. Which my mom, she was a single parent, so all I had was my mom. So she always had left that door open. But some topics, a lot of teenagers don't like talking to their parents about. But my thing is this, talk to your parents. Tell them any and everything that you're going through. If you're being pressured into having sex, because I know at the age of 16, I wasn't supposed to have a boyfriend. But when you're not around your parents, I got a boyfriend. But when I get home, I ain't got no boyfriend. You got a boyfriend? No, I ain't got a boyfriend. When I got to school, I had a boyfriend. That type of, signature type of stuff or whatever. Just be open-minded, open, and, whether it's good or bad. The reason why I made this video, because I seen this girl, and really, I wanted to pull her to the side and just it's gonna be all right, pray on it, God got your back. I'm pretty sure your mom or your dad or whoever you're living with, they got your back. Just be, and talk about things. Don't try to hold things, hold things inside, because sometimes it'll put you in a depression. It'll put you in that dark place, and it's hard to get out of that dark place where you're depressed all the time. You're not happy, constantly crying all the time. I've been there and I've done that, and when I see, that's why a lot of times I talk to my nieces and stuff. I try to get them to understand having a baby at the age of 16 is hard. Because you're not, it's not hard. It's hard because, you can't do a lot of things you would do as a teenager. But it's also hard on your parents because now, they have to take on that responsibility to help take care of that baby and support that baby and stuff like that. So if this video, like, kind of helped anybody out that's going through teenage pregnancy and stuff like that, I've been there. And I know the feeling. I know the struggle. I went through it all, but at the end of the day, I'm happy. I love my son, and we all right. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end the video because, as you can see, my hair is all bushy and stuff. I'm gonna go to the barbershop. First of all, I gotta go to the post office. Then I'm gonna go to the barbershop to get my hair cut. I was gonna grow it out, but it's just not working for me. So I just washed it and everything, so I'm gonna go to the barbershop, get my hair cut, and I don't know, I'll probably come back home. I'm gonna see what I'm gonna cook for dinner, and get the girls from school. Pretty much that's it. So anyway, guys, go ahead. This was like a quick story time video, on the topic of teen pregnancy. If you guys know any other topics that you want me to speak upon, I mean, if it's something that I know I can relate to, and it's something that I've been through in life or whatever, I can't speak upon it, I'm going to speak upon it, and I'm going to make a video about it, because maybe me making this video and reaching out to others that are going through teenage pregnancies or even thinking about having sex, I suggest you just do not do it. Do not do it until you are ready to do it. And I don't think you're ready at the age of 16. I really don't. It's just, you don't even know what you're doing. You're just doing something to be doing it. You don't know what you're what you're supposed to get out of it. None of that. None of it. You don't know. You really don't know and know until you're like older and experienced and, well, you know what I'm trying to say. Well, if you don't know, you know what I'm trying to say. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end this video. And I hope that maybe I reached out to someone who's going through teenage pregnancy or who even thinking about having sex. I just suggest you just don't do it. Don't do it, especially when you've got so many goals set for yourself and stuff in life, and that that you want more out of life. You don't want to be like, okay, I'm 18 and I have a baby already, and your life really just beginning when you graduate high school. You have to prepare yourself for what you want to do or what you want to be out of life. There's college, there's the military. There are so many opportunities out here where you just have to prepare yourself. I just say prepare yourself before you get yourself in a situation where a situation that you basically don't want to be in, not at age 16 anyway. But anyway, guys, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe to my channel, and I'll be back with more videos. Holla at you, girl.